summer season is filled with a range of exciting events across the region. And Southwest TV News was there with our annual Summer Around the Southwest tour. The Southwest TV News Summer Around the Southwest tour is proudly brought to you by Innovation Credit Union. Imagine the possibilities. Hi, I'm Carol Andrews for a special episode of Southwest TV News. As another year draws to a close, we thought we'd look back at our annual Summer Around the Southwest tour and bring you our 5 favorite stops from 2013. We'll kick off our countdown with a stopover in Shaunavon. 2013 marked its centennial year with people coming from far and wide for the celebration. It was the reunion of the century as crowds gathered in Shaunavon for the community's centennial celebration. Hungry patrons lined the streets, making their way to the pancake breakfast, with all proceeds going towards Rock Solid Refuge. The breakfast was a great time to catch up with family and friends and reminisce of days gone by. Dwight Smith is originally from Shaunavon and felt it was important to make the drive up from Maple Creek with his family.
Yeah, no, born and raised here, just east of town. So yeah, this is still home.
While others stood out in the crowd, dressed up in period costume for the weekend celebration.
I'm really just dressed up because my mother is volunteering and I thought I'd just help her.
Oh, very nice.
And my outfit, I don't know, I'm trying to sort of represent about the Victorian era, sort of, a little bit earlier than the town Shaunavon. And yeah, we just bought it at the Salvation Army in Red Deer. Well, it's really nice to reconnect with all the friends I have that I haven't seen in years. And just the number of people, and it's built up so much over since I've left, so it's really booming. It's really nice to see Shaunavon just do so well.
The activities continued in the downtown core as visitors found the perfect spot to watch the Kiddies and Main Centennial Parade. Over 75 floats and other entries took to the streets, highlighting a historical aspect of Shaunavon to present day, while showcasing the spirit of the community.
It rocked! I'm one of the parade marshals. We lapped it. The last floats were just leaving as the first floats were coming back. It's awesome! Awesome! It's huge! Biggest I've ever seen. I didn't even count the number of floats. It's so impressed. It's awesome. We love it!
Additional festivities continued at the Grand Coteau Heritage Center with historical slideshows, displays, and live entertainment, with an old-time fair at the Wickenheiser Center showcasing an array of quilts and other entries. Shaunavon's high school athletes were also in the spotlight, with the Athletic Wall of Fame, honoring past athletes and coaches. The Spears family from Shaunavon were all individually honored for their efforts in track and field, and were overwhelmed by the induction and the reunion weekend overall.
Well, it's very exciting. It's a real honor to be inducted, for sure. We had a great time in high school. Of course, everybody always says it's the best years of your life, and it's true. The athletics kind of got in the way of just a good time and development of great friends, and it's just awesome to come back and enjoy the day.
Oh, it's awesome. This is it's been a fantastic day. It's a great part of a fantastic weekend, being home for the 100th. And it's a super celebration. Sports was huge for me. I took part in anything I could do and was very active in school, and it led me to be a phys ed teacher.
And it doesn't matter how long you've been away, it's always home. And it's even home to our kids, you know, who come stay with grandma in the summer for a couple of weeks. They just absolutely love Shaunavon. I don't know what it is, but very special little place.
A well-rounded weekend of celebration, which started with a 12-person committee and hundreds of volunteers for the celebration of the century.
For me, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm born and raised here, and it's been heartwarming for me and everyone else who has talked to us. People are congratulating us and thanking us, and we're just saying thanks for showing up and welcome home.
And with 100 years of growth on record for the town of Shaunavon and a bright future ahead in the heart of the oil and agricultural sector, Mayor Sharon Dickey encourages more individuals to visit Shaunavon and call it home.
You just have to look around today and see the hospitality that's there. It's a very open community. You talk to young people that move into Shaunavon with their young families. It doesn't take long before they're feeling like it's home too. So we provide the best of business services. There isn't anything that we need to leave our community for, and I think that says a lot for the community.
Shaunavon is located approximately 1 hour south of Swift Current And this year's centennial celebration coincided with the annual Boomtown Days held every July.
Wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from David Anderson, Member of Parliament for Cypress Hills Grasslands.
Wishing the citizens of Swift Current the very best this holiday season and into the new year from Mayor Schaefer, City Council and staff of the City of Swift Current.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Board, Management and staff of Innovation Credit Union.
Downtown Swift Current has become the place to be throughout the summer months. And on this particular weekend, when we dropped into Market Square, the theme was planes, trains, and spaceships. Downtown Swift Current is the place to be every Saturday as crowds gather for Market Square. The corner of Central and Chaplin is transformed into a shopping mecca, featuring fresh local produce, crafts, and on-stage entertainment. Each Saturday offers something for all ages, from shopping to courtesy rides through Memorial Park on the Kin train. An overall gathering place for the community, which brings together an array of groups and vendors.
This is the first year we've actually joined them with the Market Square. It's lots of fun.
It's sure grown. It's so exciting, and people are still coming for the first time, and I think, wow, this is amazing. I can't believe I've never been here before.
And every Saturday, you'll be greeted by Market Square Maggie, who's ready to welcome you with a smile, hand out goodies to the kids, and help you with any questions you may have about the city. Something she looks forward to each week.
Oh, it's talking to everybody. It's seeing all the kids. It's the music. The music we have here every week is fantastic. And I've gotten to know all the vendors, and so I get to visit with everybody. It's just a great time. And tourists. You wouldn't believe the tourists we have in this city coming to visit.
On this particular Saturday, some unique individuals stood out in the crowd with the theme of planes, trains, and spaceships. Fans of all ages came out in costume and lined up to have a photo taken with their favorite sci-fi character, with proceeds going towards Southwest Crisis Services.
We've got two different groups here. One is the 501st Legion, and the other one is the Mandalorian Mercs costume crew. We've also got several others joining us just to fill out our numbers too. We do all sorts of stuff during the summer, but generally we do appearances for different children's charities, and it's just to help raise money for the different things.
A well-rounded event which has grown over the past 3 years, becoming a summer tradition in the heart of downtown Swift Current.
Well, it's exciting to see the community come together. I really see this as a community gathering place. You never know who you might see downtown Swift Current on a Saturday now. The vendors and entertainers are just coming through for us in so many ways. We get phone calls. Certainly in our first year, we were out literally pounding the pavement looking for people to come and join us, but now we're getting phone calls into City Hall, which is fabulous.
Market Square is awaiting you every Saturday in downtown Swift Current, now through September 28th at the corner of Central and Chaplin. Frontier Days is a favorite for all ages every year, and in 2013, the event marked its 75th anniversary. Frontier Days is a much-anticipated event for Swift Current and area residents, as it marks the official kickoff to summer. This year's Frontier Days event marked a milestone, as it celebrated its 75th anniversary. The achievement in Swift Current's history was launched with an official branding at the Frontier Days breakfast. The ceremonial branding was led by Chuck Gaudette of W.W. Smith, who was pleased to be a part of this historic morning.
The Ag and X is a pretty important 4 days for the city of Swift Current. It brings a lot of people to town. It's a fun celebration, so when we were asked to be a part of the breakfast, it was good. Interestingly enough, the history of W.W. Smith, William Wensley Smith, was one of the original board members on the Kinetic. In fact, he had a lot to do with the organization of the Kinetic Park. So it's kind of like revisiting history for the W.W. Smith organization. So it was just a good mix.
The anniversary event also attracted James and Cora McCauley, who attended the first Frontier Days event back in 1938.
Yes, I'm pleased to be here. I'm pleased to be among one of the crowd. We attended the first rodeo held in Swift Current in 1938 and took snapshots of the parade.
A big highlight of the weekend was the 75th anniversary parade, which attracted over 90 entries this year. And as the crowds lined the streets of Swift Current, the parade participants took to their route in an array of floats and other entries. The Midway also offered something for all ages, from an array of thrilling rides, games, and vendors. One of the highlights of the weekend at the grandstand were the Triple Threat Trick Riders. The Alberta-based riders entertained the crowd with their stunts on horseback. Shelby Pearson has been riding since she was 8, and says the thrill of performing is still strong 5 years later.
I like the horsemanship part, is being able to go to a different level with your horse. And I also love the daring part of it, doing the tricks off the side. It's so much fun.
Do you ever get scared?
Not too bad. It's just different tricks are just different for me. Depending on if I'm working on a new trick, it's a bit scary.
Cheyenne McKellone has been a trick rider for the past 9 years, and with hopes of taking her skills to a professional level in the arena, she loves entertaining the crowd at each stop along the summer tour with her unique routine.
The hardest trick that I do is probably the Stroud. You have on the right side, you have your foot in a strap, and then you tie your stirrup, and then you basically stand out on the side of the horse.
And thanks to optimum weather conditions and a steady flow of patrons, the 75th Frontier Days was another success, with the organizing committee already looking ahead to next year.
I think that it's just a really fun, enjoyable time had by all, whether you like to go on the rides, you like to go to the barns, you like to visit the rodeo and the excitement that happens there. There's just so much happening, and the community spirit is strong. It's just lots of fun, and you can enjoy yourself.
Frontier Days is an annual summer tradition, held the last weekend of June at Kinetic Exhibition Park in Swift Current.
Thanks, Lydia. Hey, all right, everybody!
Season's greetings and the best in the coming year from Yogi Hugo Bear, MLA for Wood River. Wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Mayor Sharon Dickey, Council, and staff of the town of Shaunavon. Wishing you the best this holiday season and into the new year from the town of Maple Creek, Southwest Saskatchewan's hub for holiday shopping and dining. W.W. Smith Insurance has reached a milestone as it celebrates its centennial. Having served Southwest Saskatchewan for the past 100 years, W.W. Smith Insurance is your motor license issuer, while specializing in all of your personal and commercial needs, including home, auto, agro, business, and life insurance. W.W. Smith Insurance, independently owned and operated since 1913. Leaders Wild West Days are always an enjoyable stopover on our Summer Around the Southwest tour, and this year marked the community's centennial. 2013 marks Leader's centennial and a time to come home. Crowds converged on Leader for the Father's Day weekend to mark the celebration of a lifetime. Despite the cool, windy conditions, crowds of all ages lined the streets awaiting the Centennial Parade, an attraction which drew in over 60 entries this year from across the Southwest and Southern Alberta, including Patty Schneider, owner of the Busy Bee Greenhouse in Leader, who was also celebrating a milestone.
We're open 25 years this year. It's all locally grown. We don't bring anything in. We do it all ourselves.
The parade included a variety of local businesses, historical floats, to the ever-popular heavy horse displays, with even a taste of Hollywood, thanks to the Stuke Pharmacy crew. Gordon Stuick has lived and owned a business in Leader for the past 20 years and was pleased to be a part of the Centennial Weekend.
It's a big celebration. There's people come from all over North America, come that have previously lived in Leader and area and Prussia and area. It's like a big reunion, and there's people here I haven't seen for 20 years, so it's kind of exciting, you know. And you bring out all the old pictures and stuff like that, and the history of the area. There's a lot of it that I didn't know because I come from away, so I'm learning a lot about the area. I thought I knew a lot, but I didn't.
Following the parade, crowds lined up at the community center for a unique once-a-year treat. The hungry crowd awaited this local delicacy known as Grebel, A sweet bun dough, which is deep fried and then served up with your choice of syrup, jam, or icing sugar. Ella Eichhorn of Leader has been making Grebel for over 30 years and took time out of preparing over 800 servings with the local volunteers to chat with our Southwest TV News crew.
I just took a piece of dough out of here and I put it on and then I dab it until it fits this plate. And then we deep fry it. And everybody looks ahead to it. In fact, a lot of them don't know what Grebel is when they come to town. One lady looked it up in the dictionary. She thought it was some wild fowl or something. So she got a surprise.
Is Grebel actually in the dictionary?
No. She said she found a word Grebel, and that she wanted, and that wasn't what we were eating.
And once we learned the fine art of Grebel making, we enjoyed some lighthearted entertainment with Dan, the one-man band. The Calgary-based entertainer drew everyone's attention with his unique sound and musical talents.
Coordination is definitely an asset, as is, having that musical kind of ability, aptitude for that is very important. But it's been great. I mean, this has been my job for 23 years.
And as this was Dan's first visit to Leader, we asked what he knew of Grebel.
I don't know. I got to try that stuff. It looks very interesting, Grebel. I just love the name Grebel.
The Centennial proved to be a well-rounded weekend for the entire family, including displays of Leader's rich Prussian history, activities for the younger crowd, a softball tournament at the local Ball Diamonds, and live stage entertainment. And as the town of Leader looks forward to the next 100 years, Mayor Tondevold holds on to a bright future, thanks to a strong agricultural economy, assisted by the oil and gas sector.
We're seeing a lot of the kids that left a few years ago coming back, and they're finding work here. So it's great. It's just great to have them. It's just a friendly community, and if you ask somebody for help, you'll get help. You just feel comfortable when you're here. You always feel at home when you're here. So, and new people coming into town say that to us all the time. It's just a friendly place to come to.
Leader is located approximately 90 minutes northwest of Swift Current and is one of several stops in our Southwest TV News Summer Around the Southwest tour. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Gus, Louie, and George at the K Steakhouse and Motel. Book your Christmas party or New Year's celebration today. Wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the management and staff of Stoop Pharmacy and Leader.
With all the hustle and bustle that consumes our time and energy leading up to Christmas, let's take the time to consider the importance of this celebration. Christmas is the story of God's love for us, expressed through the birth of the baby Jesus. Let's celebrate this season by sharing His love with those around us. On behalf of my family and staff, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Holiday greetings from the Cypress Health Region. On behalf of our team of staff, physicians, management, and board of directors, I would like to extend our best wishes to the residents of the Southwest during the Christmas season. This is a time for families and friends to be together and enjoy the spirit of the season. May 2014 be a year of health, happiness, and prosperity for you and yours. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Cypress Health Region.
And rounding out our favorite stops in our annual Summer Around the Southwest tour for 2013 was the Mortlach Saskatoon Berry Festival, where the delicious pie and down-home hospitality kept us coming back for more. Mortlach is a quaint community of approximately 300 residents, and for one day each July, thousands of people make the trek to this village for a special event. The Saskatoon Berry Festival is into its 6th year, and offers a well-rounded day of activities for the entire family. The event kicks off with a hearty pancake breakfast, which includes Saskatoon berry syrup. The crowds then line the streets to anxiously await the parade, featuring an array of entries from across the region. The main feature of the festival is the Saskatoon berry pie. 300 pies or 1,800 slices are served up throughout the day, with the option of buying it by the slice or a whole pie. A resounding hit with the crowd.
Yeah, they did. It's good. It's awesome. Gotta try some.
Because they're grown in the wild, I think, and it's just a prairie thing. So I don't know. Like, they're definitely different from the blueberries.
An area of the hall where the mayor was pleased to volunteer his time.
So here we go. We'll make it a good one. How's that? There we go. Maybe I'll put a little more on that one because that might be mine.
The annual festival is an exciting day for the community as the event draws in visitors and vendors from across the province.
We wanted to have a festival here, but we looked around and nobody was doing anything with Saskatoon berries. And Saskatchewan and Saskatoon pie and Saskatoon berries kind of fallen together. So we decided to have a Saskatoon berry festival. And we've done it. This is our 6th year. We've had as many as around 3,500 people here. First year we had it, we thought if we got 300 people that we would be absolutely, ecstatic. And we ended up with 2,000.
And from the smiling faces of the crowd to the many vendors and entertainers throughout the day, the festival continues to be a hit each year. Patrons of the Saskatoon Berry Festival also had the chance to explore the local museum and other unique businesses calling Mortlach home. The Little Red Market Cafe offers a bistro atmosphere, serving up coffee, ice cream, and a full dining menu. Brodie Lund is enjoying success and a sense of community in the heart of Mortlach while fulfilling her entrepreneurial dream.
I grew up in Saskatchewan, so I was missing my family. I was out in Vancouver for 7 years, and I was missing home, and also, Saskatchewan's growing, and this is something I can do in Saskatchewan. I could never have done this out in Vancouver. Never. I couldn't buy a 100-year-old building, gut it, renovate it, and create it into a little bistro. I could never have done that out there.
And as our Southwest TV News crew enjoyed one more slice of Saskatoon berry pie, Mayor DeMay took the opportunity to invite visitors to Mortlach and the Saskatoon Berry Festival.
Come out and experience a small community. We all tend to go to bigger communities for holidays and stuff like that, but come out and experience what happens in a small town. And this is really small town Saskatchewan. And so if you want that flavor and that feel, this is the place to do it, I think.
The Mortlach Saskatoon Berry Festival is held each year on the first Saturday in July. Mortlach is located approximately 20 minutes west of Moose Jaw. Well, this brings to a close this special episode of Southwest TV News. And once again, a special thank you to all of those communities who are always so welcoming on our annual Summer Around the Southwest tour. From all of us here at Southwest TV News, we wish you and yours a very happy new year. I'm Carol Andrews.